Go ask your whore of a sister. I am sure she has slept with a couple of cardinals. Ah!
Ezio's cameo. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Still too many pirates roaming about from what I hear.
Ezio Auditore da Firenze is many players' favorite, and we give anything for one more game with the Italian assassin. However, we'll have to settle for this subtle cameo for the moment. In the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag mission, A Governor No Longer, Edward Kenway is tasked with tailing and eventually assassinating an Italian diplomat, Ruggiero Ferro.
Who can drink rum more than once a month? It's revolting.
Well, Ferro isn't a fan of anywhere other than Italy apparently, as he trashes his surroundings and the Brits for the entire tale. At one point, he even says, "Oh, how I miss the warm and winding streets of Firenze." He is voiced by none other than Ezio's voice actor, Roger Craig Smith.
To ensure justice, to snuff out lies, and to seek truth.
Fun fact, the character's name translates loosely to Roger Blacksmith. See what they did there? Age is just a number. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Perhaps I should just pay for your body instead of your health.
AC Odyssey has a ton of side quests. Some interesting, some dull, and some disturbing. A side quest in Focus puts Cassandra or Alexios in charge of seeking bear scrotum and deer tongue in order to make an elixir to respark the love lives of an older couple. Think ancient Grecian Viagra. There's nothing like putting your life in peril in order to provide Grandma and Grandpa with a cure for erectile dysfunction. Upon returning with the ingredients, Gramps is terrified of his future exertions. So what's a Mystios to do? Well, you can choose to bed Granny and give the old man a few days respite. Or you can just take the money and run. Your choice. But we won't kiss and tell.
Oh, is that all you need?
Don't worry, I'll reward you well.
Duccio De Luca. Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Duccio De Luca shows up multiple times in Ezio's trilogy. He is a swarmy, predatory creep who first appears in AC2 in one of the introductory scenes. He has been unfaithful to Claudio Auditore, and Ezio beats him up, much to our delight.
You auditores all talk big, but when it comes time for action, ha!
You'll regret ever opening your mouth.
He again appears in AC Brotherhood, still being a creep, this time with many cronies. Ezio kicks his and his cronies' collective asses. Duccio really asks for it, honestly.
Go ask your whore of a sister. I am sure she has slept with a couple of cardinals. Ah!
He appears a third and final time in AC Revelations. First an honorable mention in Ezio's minstrel song, later in his attempt to woo Sofia. This time, Duccio is absolutely and hilariously terrified of Ezio. According to AC lore, he eventually dies of rabies, which seems fitting. Sparta's Olympic champion, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I hope you're ready.
With a game this big, there is an elevated likelihood of schoolyard humor. One of the quests in AC Odyssey, delivering a champion, requires the escort of Spartan champion Testicles to the Olympic Games in Elis. Like the stereotype, Testicles the athlete lacks in brains what he makes up in brawn. He also loves wine. This is ultimately a lethal combination. Upon arriving at the games, he drunkenly trips and falls into the ocean, only to be promptly eaten by sharks.
Surely he can swim.
The lore reveals that Testicles has a twin brother Testiclos, because of course he does. His twin is a mercenary and goes by the moniker Testiclos the Nut. Get it?
I set sail soon. I want you to be with me when I do.
Father and Son, Assassin's Creed 3.
What stayed your hand?
Curiosity. Any other questions?
Though Connor isn't much of a laugh riot, AC3 still provides us with some subtle humor. Connor's father is Templar Grand Master Haytham Kenway. and the two coincidentally meet and end up working together for a while. The father-son dynamic is quick to follow, and it's definitely entertaining, with Connor basically being an angry teenager and Hatham his strict and serious dad.
Good. I would like to have those supplies returned as soon as possible.
Of course. I wouldn't want to keep you from your lost cause. Come along then. Follow me.
As the two travel together, we see the typical interactions of a father and child, including criticizing Connor's driving, steering the ship, and the classic because I said so moments. The conclusion between the two men isn't so great, but these prior moments provide some nice comic relief.
I will not weep and wonder what might have been. I'm sure you understand.
What's the matter? Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. If you were holed up underground for long periods of time surrounded by buzzing computers and a snarky, obnoxious Englishman, what would you do in your spare time? In AC Brotherhood, we get a little moment in which Desmond Miles is taking a break. He approaches the statue of Altair and asks,
"Hey, what's the matter you, Altair?"
Rebecca chimes in from her post, claiming it's racist, leading to a sort of sibling tiff. It definitely gave us a laugh. The two are shushed by Mama Lucy as she reminds them of the task at hand. Behave, children.
Look, everyone's under a lot of pressure.
The Prodigy, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Go back to the hellhole you crawled out of. This is our home.
When AC Valhalla was in its programming stage in 2019, British musician and the Prodigy frontman Keith Flint passed away. His memory was honored in an AC side mission aptly named The Prodigy. Eivor comes upon a group of musicians in an argument with a bishop. The group's spiky-haired leader Keith complains of the bishop's rantings about their devil music. After attempting to reason with him, Eivor ends up in a fistfight with the clergyman, which of course ends with the Norseman prevailing. Keith is then free to play as he pleases and is inspired by Eivor to sing a new tune, Smack My Bishop. If you know, you know.
May you continue to make merry harmonies.
Smack my bishop! Smack my bishop!
The Stink Eye, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
No one on this island is allowed to say that word!
Did he say Cyclops? Did he hurt your feelings?
I don't like it when people call me that!
As seen previously, AC Odyssey has interesting quests and a strange sense of humor at times. Do you want a ship? Well, you'll have to shove a fake eye into a goat's butt. No, really. Cassandra or Alexios shows up at crime boss the Cyclops' hideout in Kleptos Bay carrying his lost false eye. Instead of handing it over, however, the Spartan shoves it into the nearest goat's rear end. Cue battle, everyone dies, Barnabas is rescued, and the ship is yours. Oh, and if you want the eye back, you can return and murder random goats until you loot it. This will actually grant you a secret achievement called Stink Eye.
Go get it.
What part of France? Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Speak French?
There were a couple of French goats in Firenze.
The story of Ubisoft is an elaborate one. The company actually started out in early 1980s France as a farming support business, then moved on to the software game, settling in gaming by the late 80s. The studio began branching out worldwide over time, establishing a major studio in Montreal, Quebec in 1997. The Montreal studio developed Assassin's Creed in 2007 and has since become the principal hub for development of the subsequent games. As a result of this, they snuck a little nod to themselves in AC Brotherhood. Ezio is disguised as a French guard, and upon being questioned as to what part of France he hails from, he shouts, "Montreal!" Well played.
Que venez-vous faire ici?
Mes soldats, rejoignent le capitaine italien en son excellence, le baron. Il vous surround.
What part of France are you from?
Montreal!
It's a who? Assassin's Creed 2.
You want to leave, Ezio? To throw away everything your father fought and died for?
We couldn't leave this gem out of our list. It's an AC classic. AC2 has its many comedic moments, from Ezio's snarky taunts to the boisterous Bartholomew and much more. Admit it, you need a bit of comic relief after watching the tragedies unfold. One of the most memorable moments is Ezio meeting his uncle. He's Italian, he's portly, He has a mustache, and his name is Mario. So how else can he introduce himself? It's a small but hilarious moment, and a clever nod to Nintendo's plumber hero Mario. The comparison stops at the name.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Mario!
Which Assassin's Creed moments had you laughing out loud? Let us know in the comments.
All things get better with age, don't they? Even you.
Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.